John, this is video of your second lesson, which was February 29th, 2016. Let's just look at the current swing, kind of slow motion to the left. Kind of take it back in sections because that's how you practiced. But nice shoulder tilt. Swing through there. Looks good. This is your old way. So, huge difference. As big a change as I've ever seen, to be honest, in 1 week. Here's your top position before your at your first lesson, and here's your see a couple of sections here, but we'll fix that. Now look at this. That shoulder, right shoulder's under your chin. Here it hasn't rotated at all. Your shoulder's behind the ball. You've actually released a bit in your hips, actually too much, but that's okay. Here you haven't released at all. Ideally your shoulders should turn, your hips should go 45 degrees and your shoulders should be turned 90 degrees. That's roughly the idea. But what a huge difference. And just in the setup too. Look at the setup. More athletic. This looks like a shortstop. Got flex in the knees. Your neck is actually up better than it was, and your arms are hanging naturally. Way better. See this curve here? Your butt. See this butt is. This flat part of your back is really good. You don't have to spend too much time at a desk and all to remove that curve, but see how your butt is just kind of, when you started, it is kind of curved in here. This is way better posture. So let me take it to the top again and hold it. Okay, so that's this week's. This was last week's. And then this is, you can't see it, but this is for later reference. Here's your club shaft here. Here's his club shaft here. Here's your shaft the other day. See that's shoulder tilt right there. Okay, so I'll capture this for you. JT. Second. Top. DL. Down the line. So I'll ship that over to you. Okay, so now let's take a look at how the swing compares to why don't I have let me bring this up again. Can't believe that somehow it got wiped out. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at what this guy is doing here. A couple more lines here. These are the plane lines. Swing plane. See, it starts out as the shaft line, and any line parallel to the shaft line is your swing plane line. Okay, so the next session here, we'll tear this down and to the baseline and see what's going on. Okay, so you can still get your head up a bit. Look what happens. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, so from here, see the club goes outside the line, and the butt of the club moves from there to here. So you're basically throwing your hands and the club away from your body. If you really keep, cement in the triangle of your arms and shaft and rotate, just like they were steel, the club would come back just like Scott's. Slightly inside to get to this point. See, the club shaft is now over his toe line. And yours, the good news is it's toe up. The club is toe up, but your shaft line is way out here, and so you just kind of sling this thing back. Okay, so we need to correct that as we talked about. And now, see, the club is now 90 degrees off to the swing plane. Now you're trying to get it back on to the swing plane. Now you get to this point. Now you start getting your head up because you want that shoulder under. See, that's where your head should start, right there. See how your eye line is just about here? Okay, this is where it should start. And then you kind of ratchet into a backswing position. But this is a fallout from baseball. See this? Left forearm. It shouldn't be flying. The idea is you want your elbows as close to each other as possible throughout the swing. Okay. See how his elbows are relatively close? And see how his back elbow is just about vertical? Okay. When you take that elbow and put it down in this direction, you're now going to put your club on plane. See, the elbow is still flying. Still flying. Okay. So this is the top position for both of you guys. All we do is put that elbow under, supporting. And I believe he'll take that shaft and put it back on plane. Okay, so this crosshair is where the head was, the ear was, and it's come back a bit. And I'm saying start with this good head position. Now, looking there, we've got, looks like you lost some flex in your back leg, your left leg. See how he keeps flex there? Okay. So we want to fix this top position. I'll capture this. I think I captured it before. Okay, so, now bonus points, next session we're going to talk about, see from this position, you're going to have to work hard to deliver the club. But here's something that's actually quite good about this move is it shows you're a good athlete. So that's actually your top of your backswing, but it's close enough. So as you come down, see, this is where the butt of the club should be pointed at the ball or the target line, and it's pointed here. So it's too steep. But look at this nice action. You figure it out. Now you've thrown your hands a bit. You figured it out, but the shaft is now on plane. See how it's pointed at the ball? But see, in the middle of the swing, you have to go from this red line here, which is too steep, to this blue line. Hard to time, going to introduce some inconsistencies and things like that. So, but you make a nice adjustment. See, this is why, only a good athlete can do this. Take it from the red line to this blue line, mid-swing. Now, see how it's coming down in a perfect position. But you had to work so hard, extra movements, that there's no way it'll ever be consistent. Okay. So there's pretty good contact here, if I remember right. So that's what we have to work on. Remember, your drill is to with the mirror take the club up a yellow line and then down parallel to the yellow line.